In this video, we are going to look at an application problem where we create linear functions to model data. At a summer art show, a vendor sells lemonade for $2 per cup. The cost to rent the booth is $120. Furthermore, the vendor knows that the lemon, sugar, and cups collectively cost 50 cents or $0.5 for each cup of lemonade produced. Let's analyze the problem a little bit. Now, a vendor sells lemonade for $2 per cup. When he's selling things, that means he makes money. This will be part of the revenue. The cost to rent the booth is $120. Notice that it doesn't matter how many cups of lemonade the vendor sells, he still have to pay the rental for the booth, that is $120. We call this the fixed cost. It is fixed. Then the vendor knows that the lemon, sugar, and cups collectively cost 50 cents or $0.5 for each cup. This right here is the variable cost. The total for the cost vary based on how many cups of lemonade was produced. Part A, write a linear cost function C of x to produce x cups of lemonade. The cost includes the fixed cost and the variable cost. Here's the fixed cost, and in addition, you have to pay for the variable cost, which can be determined by taking the cost per cup times the number of cups, which is x. So our function is C of x is equal to 120 plus 0.5x. Now write a linear revenue function, R of x, for selling x cups of lemonade. So revenue is equal to, since he sells lemonade for $2 per cup, revenue would be $2 times x number of cups. Write a linear profit function, P of x, for producing and selling x cups of lemonade. Profit is calculated by revenue minus cost. So we're looking at revenue is 2x minus cost. We are going to put the whole cost function in parentheses. Now we simplify. We distribute the negative. Think of this as a -1. We'll get minus 120 and then minus 0.5x. Then you can combine like terms. 2x minus 0.5x should give you 1.5x minus 120. So this right here is a profit function. Part D, how much profit will the vendor make if 128 cups of lemonade are produced and sold? So we are going to go ahead and apply the profit function, knowing that x is 128 cups. So let's plug it in. 1.5 times 128 and then minus 120 will give you $72. That's how much profit the vendor makes by selling 128 cups. How much profit will the vendor make if 50 cups of lemonade are produced and sold? So very similar. We substitute 50 in for x in the profit function. This will give you -45. This negative number indicates that the vendor actually didn't make any profit. He had a loss of $45. So how does he break even? Determine the break-even point where revenue is equal to cost. Break-even point means the profit would equal 0. So we set the two equal to each other. Revenue function is 2x equals the cost function we found from part A is 120 plus 0.5x. So let's solve for x. Subtract 0.5x from both sides. we get 1.5x is equal to 120. We then divide both sides by 1.5, and that will give us 80 cups. What it means is if the vendor sells 80 cups, then he will not make any profit. But if he sells more than 80 cups, say 81 cups or above, then he will start making profit.